Imagine there is a great river of unshed tears inside of you. It is a vast and powerful ocean of sadness, of grief, of pain. But it is held back by a massive, concrete dam. You can feel the pressure building behind it. You can feel the ache, the need for release. You might even want to cry. You might try to force it. But the dam will not break. And you are left, standing in a strange and silent desert, wondering where all your water has gone. This is the strange, lonely, and profoundly misunderstood experience of not being able to cry, even when you really want to. It's watching a heartbreaking movie, and feeling nothing but a hollow ache in your chest. It's going through a profound loss, and walking through the world in a state of numb, robotic efficiency. It's the feeling of your heart being full and empty at the exact same time. And it leaves you with a deep and secret shame. You ask yourself, what is wrong with me? Am I cold? Am I broken? Am I a sociopath? If you have ever asked these questions, I need you to listen to this truth with your entire being. You are not broken. You are not cold. You are profoundly and brilliantly protected. Your inability to cry is not a sign of your lack of feeling. It is a sign of a nervous system that learned, long ago, that the act of crying itself was not safe. The dam is not a flaw. It is a fortress. A fortress that you built, as a small child, to survive. Let's be very clear. Crying is a vulnerable act. It is an external signal to the world that says, I am in pain. I am not okay. I need help. For a child to feel safe enough to send that signal, they need to believe that it will be met with a safe and loving response. But what if it wasn't? What if your tears were met with punishment, with ridicule, or with an even scarier emotion from a caregiver? This is the classroom of criticism and anger. You cried, and you were told, stop crying, or I'll give you something to cry about. You were called a crybaby, too sensitive, dramatic. You learned a powerful and life-shaping lesson. My tears provoke anger. My vulnerability is a threat. To be safe, I must not cry. And so you began to build your dam. Sometimes, the lesson was quieter, but just as profound. This is the classroom of neglect. You cried, but no one came. Your sadness was met with silence, with indifference, with absence. You were left completely alone in the storm of your own heart. And you learned another devastating lesson. My tears are pointless. They change nothing. No one is coming to rescue me. Crying is a waste of precious energy. So you learned to self-soothe by shutting down. You learned to be your own container. You built the dam, not out of fear of punishment, but out of the sheer necessity of survival. And for some, it was the classroom of the parentified child. You were the strong one. The caretaker. The rock. Your job was to manage the emotions of everyone else. A rock cannot cry. A pillar cannot crumble. Your tears would have felt like a catastrophic failure of your duty. It would have meant adding your own water to a house that was already flooding. So you learned to be a fortress, not just for yourself, but for your entire family. And so you arrive in adulthood, a master of emotional containment. A brilliant engineer of your own internal dam. But the survival strategy of the child has become the prison of the adult. And the cost of this containment is immense. It is a profound disconnection from your own emotions. You live your life from the neck up. You are a spectator to your own heart. You can analyze your sadness, you can talk about it, but you cannot feel it. It creates a strange and lonely sense of being unreal. It leads to delayed emotional reactions. You might go through a major crisis with a strange, stoic calm, only to find yourself bursting into tears, weeks later, over a commercial on TV. This is your nervous system, finally feeling safe enough to let a tiny crack appear in the dam. And it often manifests as physical symptoms. That lump in your throat that never seems to go away, that is the physical sensation of unshed tears. The tension in your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, that is the muscular effort of holding back a river. Your body is speaking the language of the emotions that your mind has been forced to silence. So how do we begin the gentle and patient work of decommissioning the dam? How do we teach ourselves that it is finally safe to rain? The first and most important step is to stop trying to force it. Trying to force yourself to cry is like trying to smash a concrete dam with your fists. It is an act of violence against your own protector. It will only make the defenses stronger. Instead, you must approach the dam not with a sledgehammer, but with reverence. The journey begins with acknowledging the protector. Place a hand on your chest and speak to that part of you that built the dam. I see you. I know you are there. Thank you for protecting me for so long. Thank you for keeping me from drowning. You did an incredible job. You must befriend this protector, not try to destroy it. The second step is to create a sanctuary of safety. Tears only come when the nervous system feels safe enough to be vulnerable. You cannot cry in an environment where you are still on high alert. This means finding moments of genuine, deep safety. It might be alone, wrapped in a heavy blanket. It might be with one, deeply trusted, non-judgmental friend. It might be in a therapist's office. You are consciously creating the safe harbor you never had as a child. The third step is to use a gentle, indirect invitation. If your own sadness is too overwhelming to touch directly, you can borrow it from a safe, external source. This is the magic of sad music, of a heartbreaking movie, of a poignant book. These are forms of vicarious sadness. They allow you to feel the shape of the emotion, to let it move through you, without it being your own personal, terrifying story. It is a way to gently exercise your emotional muscles and to let a few, small, safe cracks appear in the dam. And finally, you must learn to speak the language of the body's release. The dam is a physical, neurological state of freeze. The way out is through the body. Practice long, deep, and audible sighs. A sigh is the body's natural way of releasing stored tension. Gently yawn and stretch your jaw. The jaw holds a massive amount of repressed emotion. Hum a low, deep note, and feel the vibration in your chest and throat. You are not trying to cry. You are simply sending gentle somatic signals to your nervous system that say, the threat has passed. It is safe to thaw. It is safe to let go. You are not broken because you cannot cry. You are a survivor who built an incredible fortress to protect a very tender heart. The tears are not gone. The river is still there, behind the dam, waiting. And the journey now is not one of force. It is a slow, gentle, and compassionate journey of convincing the fortress that it is no longer under siege. It is the art of finally teaching yourself that your own tears will not drown you. They will, in fact, be the very thing that finally brings the water back to your own dry land. If this video was helpful for you, please show your support by clicking the like button. To continue this journey of healing, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. And if you know someone who feels this quiet frustration, please share this video. It might be the validation they need to be compassionate with their own strong heart. Thank you for watching. It is safe to feel.